So I've been going back and forth on whether or not I should make this video or not, but finally I decided, I'm going to. And today I'm going to talk to you about my new latest obsession, For Against Darkness. It is a solo role-playing game that is requires basically just some dice, graph paper, and a pencil, and the rules. And it's fantastically fun. I'm John, and you're watching Dragons and Flagons. So I debated on going back and forth on whether or not I should even make this video, and then how I should make this video. Do you want to see the inside of the pages of these books? Do you want to look at the art? Do you want me to walk you through it? And ultimately I decided that's up to you if you want that. But I'm going to give a general overview and my thoughts and feelings around this book and potentially where it could go into future books. I'm a big fan of picking up the hard copies, as you can tell behind me. I love tangible items. I do have the PDF, but yeah, I picked this up and I put a link in the description, so pick it up yourself if you want. But if you're into solo role-playing games, this is a really, really fun, simple game that you can just scratch that itch whenever you need for 45 minutes or whatever you have. You got a long lunch or something. You don't need a lot of materials. You just need really some dice and roll on some tables. The premise of it is you create 4 characters. Rather than going through all of the different things in and out, you can pick like a rogue or a wizard or something along those lines. You don't have to do. It's not a D&D character. It's pretty high level, but yeah, you create your 4 characters. You roll for a starting location, and then you start rolling different dungeon areas, and you go through a classic OSR dungeon crawl, where basically you get to roll on random encounter tables and see what happens. The end goal, once you've rolled your tables and your random encounters and your events and different things along those lines, is to basically find the big bad evil guy. They call it a boss. And in the boss of this dungeon, once you've rolled on the boss table, finally encountered the final boss and defeated it, you level up, you do all the normal things that you would do within the rules. There's leveling up and things along those lines. But then you work your way back out of the dungeon, and success. You've beaten this dungeon and ready to go on to the next one, and then the next, and the next, and the next. I will admit, there are moments where it can get a little monotonous. That's a strong word for it. But depending on how your dice roll, you may encounter the same thing over and over. And I've been playing this for a good 2-ish weeks now, and I think I've encountered just about everything in the book. It's time to get some expansions. Luckily, they have a bunch of them. Again, if you guys are interested, we can go into those. Highly addictive, and I'm not doing this description anywhere close to enough justice. But this is an incredibly fun game. Apparently, you can play with this multiplayer using the rules and what have you, but I personally would rather just use a random table generator book of some sort. But I haven't tried it, so it's difficult for me to really make an opinion on that. But yeah, if you're interested in a quick and easy solo role-playing game, RPG, what have you, this might be one for you. I've got another one in the mail, D100 Dungeon, that should be coming. I did a print on demand through DM's Guild or something along those lines. I don't remember which one. I should probably figure it out so I can find the shipping. It was a pretty jarring, sudden little transition here when you hit the spacebar with your book. Apparently it's going to stop the recording. Anyway, to wrap this up, I highly, highly, highly recommend For Against Darkness if you're into solo role-playing, and I'm genuinely curious if you want to see deeper dives into this book on how to play, potentially some actual solo play. I would love to do that. I've done it a couple times already with Dungeon Crates, and there were some other things that I've done on this channel. I'm trying to remember what they are, and if I think of them, I'll put them in the description or at the end of this video. But I've done a couple little solo plays. If you're interested in those, I'm happy to do those. Otherwise, if you want me to do a deep dive, I can probably do 3-ish videos on this book alone, and continue on from there if you're interested. If you're not, fine. I won't bother going any further with this, but I do recommend For Against Darkness as a fantastic, fun little game that you can play, and to introduce people into the world of solo role-playing games, or even role-playing games if you've never played before. So that's about it. Have a fantastic time. Keep playing games and have fun. Let me know in the comments if you like this. Till next time.